Hey friends, Chef Wainaina here. Welcome back guys. Today I'm sharing a very simple and easy traditional Kenyan recipe, a whole tilapia fried and served with some ugali and some warm kachumbari sauce. It's a dish that you can put together any day of the week and I'm sure you're going to enjoy it. So for our fish, I have a whole tilapia here which I got from my local supermarket. Tilapia usually comes gutted, that means already insides are taken out. The only thing that it comes with are the gills. So what I did with this one, I took out the gills. It usually mostly comes already scaled, so you don't have to worry about the scaling. I took out some of the side fins here on both sides, and then I took these ones here. I took out the gills and then ran it through some cold water. I just made sure that it's nice and clean. So I'm going to pat it dry with some paper towels here. Because we are going to fry, just make sure it's nice and dry. Moisture is always the enemy of frying. So the drier whatever you are frying is, the better the result will be. So as you notice, I don't need to take these ones out, for they are not edible, but they look very beautiful after it's fried. I'm going to make some slashes here. I come from one corner all the way. I'll do 3 of these. So these ones will help fish to fry much quicker. And then I'm going to come to the other side and do the same. Awesome. This looks good to me. Nice slashes, are very deep. So I'm going to put this aside. So the next step for our recipe is to make a quick spice mix of some cumin, 1 tablespoon of cumin, coriander, some chili powder, half a teaspoon, paprika, half a teaspoon, garlic powder, onion powder, half a teaspoon, ginger powder, half a teaspoon. This is a teaspoon of salt, a half a teaspoon of black pepper, and then the secret for our recipe, some cornstarch or corn flour. We'll take a spoon and thoroughly mix this. The cornstarch helps with the crisping of the fish. It makes it very nice and crispy. That is the secret. But you can definitely omit it and use the spices. So every time you make spices or spice mixes, you can always do extra and then save for other use. So I'm going to take 2 heaping tablespoons and then I'm going to save these for future use. So what I'm going to do now is start seasoning the fish thoroughly. So our slashes will come into use now. So I'm just going to open them up. Take some of these spices and then just sprinkle some of these spices and then just massage the fish with the spices so it gets a nice coating. And then I'm just going to put just a tiny bit in the inside, just a little bit. We don't want it to be gummy. And then the other side, do the same thing. In the meanwhile, we have our frying oil already going, so that by the time we are done with this, we're just going to let the fish rest just slightly, just a little bit. So that looks good to me. Time to fry. So our frying oil here has come to temp. I'm using a shallow pan and I'm also going to do what is called a shallow frying. If you have a deep fryer, you can just fry the whole fish in there. I'm going to carefully drop the fish into the oil. Always when you're frying, you want to drop whatever you're frying away from you so that you don't get the splashes or the splatters from the oil. My oil is around 375. We are looking for a nice and crispy fish cooked all the way through. One way to know if your oil is ready for frying, you can use a wooden spoon. If you see the bubbles rising rapidly, that shows your oil is ready. Otherwise, you can use a candy thermometer, looking for around 375. That will give you a perfectly nice crispy fish. And for this recipe, you can definitely use any kind of fish that is available to you. This is traditionally in Kenya, we use tilapia because it's native there. If you're in US, most of the tilapia here comes from Latin America fresh or mostly frozen from China. So after about 3-4 minutes, you want to come here with a fish spatula and then just carefully flip it and have it fry on the other side. Look how beautiful it's turning. Let it fry for another 3 minutes. Within about 3 minutes, I'm going to come with my fish spatula again. Just be careful with it. It's very hot. Just flip it. I need only just about a minute or so. And then now I'm going to baste this one with some of the oil here. Make the skin very crispy. For me, I still want my fish to be nice and moist in the inside. So once I'm sure that the fish is cooked through, I'm just going to pull it out. So right on the side, I have a sheet pan lined with a wire rack, and I will lift my fish carefully here with a fish spatula. This is done. Look at this, nice, beautiful fish. Very crispy. Drain some of the oil here back into the pan, and then bring the fish onto the rack. Let it drain some of the oil. I've also turned my oven to warm temp. So for our quick sauce or kachumbari sauce, some vegetable oil, and then I'll drop in some red onion and green onions, some salt, some pepper. Saute these until they soften. Add garlic, ginger, a small chili. Once everything softens, add some ripe tomatoes. That's 1 tomato. Add some cilantro stems. Let this soften. Add in just a splash of water, like 2 tablespoons. And then we'll let the sauce cook down. So kachumbari is traditionally enjoyed just the same way you enjoy pico de gallo. So it's just a mix of the tomatoes, red onion, jalapeno or chili in this case, and then you make a salsa. So I wanted to cook this so that we have a sauce for the fish with the same idea for the kachumbari. But you can definitely make a kachumbari without doing this process. This is actually inspired by my daughter Rose. She's an amazing cook. So into this I'm going to grate some lemon zest in here. And then I'm going to add in some of the juice from the lemon. Give this one a quick taste. It's basically done. Just some salt, some pepper. Turn it off. Add in some good olive oil in here. And then add in the rest of the lemon juice. Finish with some fresh cilantro and scallions. Give it a stir. Put it aside. Ready to serve. Let me make some ugali and then we'll enjoy our fish. Our water for our ugali has come to a boil here. So ugali, think of it as polenta. So all you do is just you want to come in and then mash this. So ugali uses cornmeal or masa farina. If you're here in US, available in Spanish stores or in regular supermarket. And then we use mwiko. This is called a mwiko in Kenya, or a paddle. Mine has really done a lot of work, so it's worn out, needs a replacement. But this one has to be imported all the way from Kenya. So the good thing with masa here is always parboiled. The corn is parboiled, so this doesn't take long. Back home, this is from a fresh milled corn, so it takes longer. But this is delicious with a stew or with our fish in this case. And our ugali is done. So it's definitely time to plate up our beautiful tilapia. Take some of this nice, zesty, lemony sauce here. Lay it at the bottom of the plate. I have some cooked sukuma wiki here, or collard greens. plate at the bottom of the plate. We will take our beautiful fish and then lay it right on top. I'll take a spoon here and drizzle some of this lemony sauce here. Just right on top of the fish. Awesome. Sprinkle of cilantro. This is ready to go into the stomach. Awesome. Have a look at that. That's beautiful. Serve our ugali on the side. I'll dive into our fish here with my fingers. You don't need a fork with this one. Crack some of this. Oh, look at this. That is super delicious. I'll take some more. And then you know what? So traditionally, you want to get some ugali here. Get some of this fish here. Go at the bottom here, dig in some of the collard greens, the sukuma wiki, and the zesty sauce here. You get that mound here, and then this goes in. Ooh. So let me tell you, all you need with this one is just a side plate for the bones. You go with your hands, you dig in with the ugali. I've already taken a good mound of it. It's so delicious. It's a dish you can do any day of the week. Remember, you can change the fish. You can do whatever fish that is available to you. Red snapper, the bass, whatever you have or whatever is available to you will work very well. If you don't want to fry this fish, it can definitely work in the oven as well. Just put it in the oven, give it some time to work, make your sukuma wiki or the collard greens, your kachumbari, your ugali or rice or whatever you have. And this is a dish that you can enjoy any day of the week. So thank you so much as always for watching. Just remember to watch more of my videos, subscribe, a thumb up, and leave me a comment. And I will see you in the next one. See you soon.